Hello everyone, this is Manipulator, today with this Brady branded Avis padlock that came with a key, and it rotates around 90 degrees, then the shackle pops open, the key's retaining. Once you lock it up, the key can be removed, and it's a dead core, which means it takes very little tension, I feel, from my point of view. So I'll try to move through it with very light tension. It's nothing on 1, nothing on 2. 3 is binding. Subtle click on 3. Nothing on 4. Nothing on 5. 6 is binding. Very subtle click on 6. Okay, let's go through it once again. 1 seems to be binding now, tightly, even though I'm very light on the tension. Good click, a little bit of movement on the core. Let's get you a little more closer to the action. Okay, nothing on 1 anymore, I don't think. No. 2. Not yet. Subtle click on 3. Nothing else. 4. Nothing. Trying to get on top of 5. Seems to be quite high. And feel like it's binding. But only somewhat. There we go. Nice click. Back to the beginning. Nothing on 1. Counter rotation on 2. I think I fell off of it. Now I think I got it. 3. Only a subtle click, then nothing else. Same on 4. Felt like there was a little something on 5. Counter rotation. Maybe. That was 5. We lost number 1. Saw it pop back up, but it's not binding. I'm in the very back. 6 was binding again. Nothing else on 5, 4, 3. 2 was binding. Still is. I think we got it. 1. Got it. Nothing else on 2. Nothing else on 3. Nothing else on 4. Nothing else on 5. 6 came back up. Good click, a little bit of movement on the core. I think I just touched 5 and got a little click. Not sure if there's anything else on 5. I'll leave it alone for now. But there's something on 4. Got it. A little bit of counter rotation. 3. Same thing. And we're open. Okay. So this is how far you could turn it with a key. It should open now. And it does. And if you continue turning it beyond this point, you hear this clicking. Now it's blocked. You cannot enter the key anymore. Any further than this, it's stuck. Now you can go crying, whining, and thinking it's dead, which is what I first thought. But then I thought, should be able to save this. This is just the back side of the lock, right? So what we usually do is get something flat in, because what you can see at the top, or what I saw at the top at least, is there's a pin intruding into this chamber. So what is possible, I don't think it's possible with the master, but it is possible with the Avis. You insert something at the top and continue churning once you got all the pins in the top to retrieve in that groove. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a probe, because that's thin as a pig but straight, 0.6 millimeters as well, as you can see. I'll try to use that on the top, because there I can make sure that I'm actually hitting it all. So you can see now the pins have dropped into the chamber. Now trying to get in a position to rotate the core. And there we go. You can see that? So make sure all the top pins drop into the core using the tapping I just did, and get something flat to remove all the part in the top. And now this core rotates again. So now I just rotate it into the position that I can use the key again. And here we are. Locked. Key. Open. Now, what I want to do is gut this. And I never knew that, but there's a screw here. Come on. There. Can you see that? Well, there's a screw in there. And now I'm going to screw this open. I only did this when I picked it open, but I feel like it should work like this as well. The bottom comes out, including the 2 ball bearings and the cam. Now, I never did this with the key inside. I locked the key. I think I locked it. Yep. So I can remove it now and get the C-clip off the back. It's a little messy and greasy because I've never tried this before. Didn't want to spoil this fun. Looks very much like the usual kick cylinder you also find in the master locks, which means I don't have the proper removing tool. So I'll just brute force it. Yep, works. Good. Now, key. And this is the trouble. If you overturn it while it's inside the plastic mechanism, should I do that now? Doesn't sound like the smartest idea I've ever had. You can see the pins here. Come on, focus. You can see the pins here. If you over-rotate it without removing the C-clip, they're all aligned and they just pop into this chamber. So that's what I did to repair the lock. I tapped on it and pushed them inside manually using my probe. All right, enough of that. Let's get inside. I think I'll need a shim, just in case. I've messed around enough today. All right, like this. Yep. Sorry, the focus is really struggling today. Don't know why that is. Probably it's a bad light. Okay, I think it's in there deep enough. Follower. Because I don't have a proper follower for this kind of thing, I'll use a small follower and turn this in a way that will support the shim while I push this out. Where are my key pins going to come out? Here, that makes sense. Yep, that should work. Here we go. All right, so let's see what these Bradys have inside. I'll remove the key and start with the first key pin. Come on. This lock, so greasy. Let me use tweezers, make it less, act like this is a little professional. All right, next. Next. We are number 3. They're all standard so far. Number 4, sorry. Another very short one. Five. And 6. So these are the very key pins. And let's see what's in here. Starting from the front again. Oh, the shim is still in there, so that doesn't help anymore. Thanks. See you later. All right, first is standard. Kind of expected that. Second is a spool. Third is a spool as well. Fourth sounded like 2, but was just 1, is also a spool. Fifth, that was loud, another spool. Sixth, somehow I expect another standard, but it's another spool. All right, so interesting. These are really small. They look a lot like the ones I found in the should I dump the springs out? Let's have a look at those. What's with the focus today? Come on, yeah, they're all the same. I'll get one of them out of there just to serve curiosity how long they are. All right, and of course a second just because it decided to join. All right, let's have a look at this. So this is the Massey Brady Abus 7140, if I recall. Yep. All right, and those are the pins. Well, and that was the cam, so to say. That's all from Manipulator today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll have a lot of fun putting this back together, and I'll see you in the next one. Manipulator says bye-bye.